welcome to Web Design 2 Online Edition. If you have taken my Web 1 class, you will likely already have a lot of the things that we're going to use for this class. If you have not taken Web 1 with me, there is a video within my channel that says Getting Started for Web Design 1. That will give you a list of all of the different tools that you're going to need in order to complete a lot of the assignments within Web 2 as well. However, with Web 2, we have a couple different things that we're going to add to the mix in addition to what we did with Web 1. So the first thing that you're going to need to do, and this is going to be for our final project, is to go to domains.google.com and purchase a domain name. Now, I would like you to give some thought to what kind of website you'd like to end up with at the end of this, whether it be a personal website, whether it be a website for a friend's business, whether it be a website for your band, whatever, because that's going to inform what you want your domain name to be. So when you go to domains.google.com, you're going to search for a domain to see if the domain that you want is available. So I'm going to just say Matt is a web teacher.com and hit enter. And it's going to tell me if anybody has already registered this. Okay, cool. So it's available. Matt is a webteacher.com. And you'll see it's $12 a year. Different what's called TLDs, top level domains, that's the dot part of the website address, will cost different things. There's a lot of different new ones out there. There's .design, there's .codes, there's .bike, all kinds of things. So you may be interested in having a little bit more interesting domain name than just stevestevenson.com. But just know that if you do something other than .com or .net or something like that, that it might cost a little bit more. But usually they're around $10 to $12 a year. I should mention that unless you are doing a website for a nonprofit, I would not use a .org, even if it gets you to the actual main part of the domain that you want, because the .org is really intended for nonprofits. You can use it, but when people see a .org URL, they think that it means something having to do with a nonprofit. Okay, so now that I've selected that, I'm going to go through here, pick the ones that I want, add to cart, go to the cart, and then check out. So you can choose to auto renew here, which is a good option because then you don't have to think about it as long as you plan to keep this website around. You can also add a basic G Suite account, so you can have an email address that's something like matt@mattisawebeducator.com instead of matt@google.com. So just keep that in mind. So once you've checked out and purchased your domain name for the year, you'll be good, and we'll come back to this later when we start talking about getting set up for the final project. The other thing that you're going to need to sign up for is InVision, and the URL is invisionapp.com. You can sign up for free. The features that you get from a free account are a little bit more limited than a paid account, but it's perfectly sufficient for what we're going to do within Web 2. So go ahead and sign up for an InVision account. We're going to use this as a prototyping platform to kind of see what it's like to work as a user experience professional and to do prototyping and user testing in a later project. So once you get set up with a domain name and a free InVision account, you should be good to go. If you did not take Web 1 with me, again, please go back and watch the Getting Started with Web 1 video that is in this YouTube channel, and it'll tell you all of the basic stuff that you need to have in addition to these two things.